on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
What is wrong with me? Why have I not got this in Halifax before? This is just a delight. It has so much flavor. The trick, the key, the showstopper is the meatball. Today we decided to have a little fun. We are on the hunt for the absolute best sandwich in all of Halifax.
You guys have been asking for more food videos, so get ready. This is gonna be a good one. All right, so the main criteria of this is that it has to be specifically a sandwich. We disqualified anything that's a wrap, that's a pita, that's a burger. They don't count. We decided to go with, it needs to have basically sandwich in its name. So what we did is we came up with a list of some of the sandwiches that we know that are really well known throughout the city, and then we did a very unscientific poll on our friends on Facebook, to people on Twitter, and they kind of said the stuff that we were already thinking, so we put together a list of about 5 sandwiches.
Okay, the first stop today is a place called The Other Bean. Since it's early in the day, we thought we'd start with this beautiful looking breakfast sandwich. Oh my, this looks glorious. I'm very excited to try this out. On here, I'll say really quick, there are some egg, cheddar, old cheddar cheese, I believe, sprouts, spinach, a garlic mayo, some really nice bread. I think it's gonna be good. I think we're off to a good start already. Oh yeah, this thing is delicious. First thing I noticed is the bread. It's really, really fresh. The cheese on there is really good as well. Bacon, so much flavor in the bacon. I love this. We are off to such a good start. Have to get another bite. The secret to this thing though is that garlic mayo, I think. That just rounds it all out. The other thing I like about this is there's some sprouts on here and spinach, so it adds a little bit of crunch next to this pillowy bread. It's a good contrast.
All right, it's my turn, and it's quiet at the moment, but there's construction happening above us. This is the life, basically, of vlogger. This is a really small place inside, so we decided to come outside to eat because they have this little patio, and of course someone's like banging upstairs. So apologies for the background noise. It's not the best. This is such a good breakfast sandwich. I don't know if Trevor said, but normally it comes on a bagel, but apparently today they just don't have any fresh bagels. He didn't want to give it to us on an older bagel, so it's on an oatmeal bread. I really like the sprouts on there. That's something, if I were making my own breakfast sandwich, I would never think to put sprouts, but it's a really nice addition. And then, like Trevor said, the mayo, so good.
All right, well, round one, I think it's safe to say, was a success.
So good. We wanted to have one breakfast sandwich on our list, and it definitely is a good one.
So now we are over in the west end of Halifax, and we're going to a place that's been around for a very long time. All right, so we have just come over to the iconic Armview, and this place is extra special. It has that classic diner feel. It's really fun to be inside, and every chance we get, we try to come over here. We ordered a sandwich. It's a big one, and it should be here soon.
So feast your eyes on this. This is the Dagwood. It's got a whole lot of different types of meat on it. I don't even know if I can begin to remember them. It's smoked meat, chicken, bacon, and chorizo. Whew.
There is veggies too. What are the
Yeah,
veggies?
some veggies.
So
So
lettuce,
tomato, there's some cheese, onions, and mayonnaise.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna need a big mouth to eat this, I think.
It smells so good in here. Looks like it's a winner.
The meat itself is really, really flavorful and juicy. I can't really distinguish between all of them just in one big bite. The onions are really a great addition. They're cooked a little bit, so they're not raw. The tomato, I often don't like tomato on a sandwich. Sometimes I make it, it comes off a little bit too moist or adds too much juice to it, but it works really, really well here. This is a really nicely rounded sandwich, like just balances really nicely together. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my, how am I even gonna bite this? It's like falling apart and just almost exploding in here. There's so much meat in this sandwich. Here we go. That's what I call perfection. The amount of flavor here is unreal. The bread's really soft. These tomatoes are really good. I'm like, Anna, I don't normally like a tomato on there because it makes it really sloppy, but it holds together very nicely as well. Cheese is good. I can't, like Anna said, distinguish what meat is what, but they all just go together really well. It's like one big blend of like the absolute most delicious meat. This is my kind of sandwich, I have to say.
So if you got this far and you're wondering, who am I watching? My name is Anna. The cute guy behind the camera is Trevor, and we are the Delightful Travelers. Subscribe, like, do all of those things. Leave us a comment. So it's another day, not too sunny today, a little overcast. It's been raining for days, but we're ready to eat more sandwiches. We're going to a place here in the North End of Halifax. It's quite well known, but it's actually known for pizza, which obviously is not what we're getting today.
So the area we're in right now is called the Hydrostone, and if you've been to Halifax before, you've probably been up around here. It's got all these cute shops, some great restaurants, and of course the place we're going to eat at.
So the place we're eating at today is called Salvatore's. As I said before, it's super famous for its pizza. They actually have amazing pizza, some of the best in the entire city. But today we're eating their Hero subs, which I hear they're really well known for. Never tried them. Trevor's never tried them as well. Very, very strange. It's super busy in there. We thought about eating in, but there was a wait for tables. It's the middle of the week. It's past lunchtime, and there's a wait to get in. So we decided to come over to this little park that's here in the Hydrostone Market.
All right, so I went for the Meatball Hero sub. This monster is the small version. So this is like I believe it's like a New York inspired Hero sub. I've lived in Halifax for a very long time and I've never had this. I'm very embarrassed to say that. I know I'm gonna get some heat from you guys because this is a popular place to get this. So on this thing, let's see if I can get it right. There's some sliced meatballs, very interesting. Olives, mayo, some Parmesan cheese. Bread feels good.
Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce. I'm reminded there's tomato sauce. Let's just go right for it, you guys. Oh my. What is wrong with me? Why have I not got this in Halifax before? This is just a delight. It has so much flavor. The trick, the key, the showstopper is the meatball. I've never had sliced meatballs on a sandwich before, and I don't even know why that would matter, but I find it really interesting. The olives are good as well. I'm team olive. I know a lot of people don't like olives, but it's not too bitter. It doesn't come through too much. The sauce is also another showstopper, definitely one of the secret ingredients in this. This is so good, you guys. I don't think the goal of today is to pick a winner. Well, man, if we had to, this is going to be up there. This is really, really delicious.
So I think, as I said before, we originally made this list of the best sandwiches that we could think of. We asked people, we come up with a final list, and we also said let's only have one sandwich at each place to be fair. But then I kind of realized that we don't have any vegetarian options, and this is going to be a very meaty video. So I thought I'd try this. I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know if it's a well-known sandwich or if people love it or if it's just kind of a generic thing, but I decided to try it. So it's another Hero. This one's toasted. The one that Trevor got is baked. This is the vegetarian Hero. It's got both cheddar and mozzarella on there. It's got some lettuce, some mayo, tomatoes, and I think onions.
Ooh, sounds really good.
And the bread looks delicious.
If that's half as good as this, you're in for a treat.
Excited to try it. Wow. To be completely honest, I didn't think that this was going to be that exciting. I just thought it was going to be kind of like a Subway sub. Oh no, this is delicious. I don't know how they get like some kind of basic ingredients to taste this good. It's so good. There's a lot of pepper on there. I think there might be like some oregano or like Italian seasoning, and it mixes in really nice. I don't know if I said there's mayo on there, but there's also mayo. Oh, this is delicious, and the bread is great. I think it's made in-house. It's super fresh, but it's toasted, so a little bit crunchy. This is a keeper.
I think it's safe to say you would get it again, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, well, that was delicious, and if you can't tell by our clothing, it's another day, and it's a beautiful day.
It is. It's a gorgeous day. We're back in the North End. We have 2 more sandwiches to try, and I think they're going to be really good ones. So this stop is called Hali Deli. It's a very well-known diner-style restaurant here in Halifax, only open during the day. It's a great lunch spot. You come down the street a little bit. Since it is so beautiful to eat outside, we're at the Halifax Common. I am again excited to try this one.
Oh, look at this. We got another monster here. This has smoked meat, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, rye bread, and Russian dressing. Russian dressing. This is gonna be a really messy one, but oh, the smell of this. Ready? I am. Oh my. Oh my word. It feels like it's all over my face right now. I've never been so excited to eat smoked meat. This is delicious. That bread is like nicely toasted. I'm not sure if you can see how that is there. The sauerkraut on a sandwich is the best. Cheese is creamy. The meat is just tender. It's packed full of flavor. There's some little spices going on. What a combo this is. This is absolutely delicious. Look how thick it is. It's a monster of a sandwich.
It's my turn. For those of you that have been really paying attention to the prices, you might have noticed this, and I think it was the Armview, where it's a little bit more expensive, and that's because they both come with a side. Here we had an option of fries or potato salad. I'm about to try this. I'm actually a little bit nervous of this. You guys that have followed us a while, I know that I don't eat a ton of red meat. This looks super meaty. We'll see how I feel about this. Okay, that's definitely really messy. It has almost like, I want to say greasy, but really like wet feeling to it. Like Trevor said, he felt like it was all over his face. I also feel like it's all over my face. It's quite moist or something like that. Maybe it's from the sauerkraut, but a nice combo. I like, this is not the type of sandwich I would ever normally get. So it's an interesting flavor to me because I'm just really not used to it. I don't know if I've ever really had like sauerkraut on a sandwich. That sounds weird to say, but I don't know if I have. I like it. It's maybe not my favorite. I think it's more up Trevor's alley, but I'll definitely won't complain about eating it.
So if you guys are wondering where we are, Anna said before, we're in the Common. That's kind of like dead center in the middle of Halifax. We're standing in the oval right now. There's a big oval in the middle of the Halifax Common. It's usually a rink. Well, not a rink. There's ice here, you know what I mean? People skate here in the winter. Thankfully, it's not winter anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not too busy. There's just like a few skateboarders and things like that here now.
So we're coming up on one of the more colorful parts of the city. Actually, Halifax is pretty well known for having some very colorful, pretty streets. This is North Park Street. I think all the houses are maybe different colors. You guys tell me. So I'd have to turn around and look. But all the streets going down are also really pretty as well. We're coming for a visit. The reason that we're here is that the next stop, the last stop, is just down the street. So we've come over to our last stop of the day. It's a place called Floyd. It's kind of a new kid on the block. I don't even know if they've been open for a year yet. It's in the back of a cider place called Sourwood. So of course, while we're waiting, we picked up a cider. So at pretty much every place that we'd been to, we already had decided before we got there which sandwich we were gonna have, mainly because they're well known for that specific sandwich. Here, Justin, who is the chef, has a really great menu of really ridiculous, in a good way, sounding stuff. So we didn't know quite what to pick, so we asked, and I actually had this one kind of on my radar for a while. It's called the Mortadella Melt. Look at that. Looks
This
crazy.
thing is a monster.
So on this guy, you are gonna find mortadella, there is queso cheese, red onion, there's a special spicy sauce, so I'm assuming it's gonna be spicy, which I'm super excited about. Love spicy food, and it's on a Kaiser bun. And the other thing about mortadella that maybe a lot of you guys don't know is it's well known around the world. We've had it in two places. One is in Bologna, which is, I think is where it's from, in Italy. So we had it for the very first time there. But if you were to ask me what my most memorable sandwiches I've had really anywhere around the world, it's in Sao Paulo at their main kind of food market there. They have a mortadella sandwich, which is unbelievable. So it makes me even more excited to try this.
Here we go. Look at this. I'm so excited right now. The bread's actually like a little bit toasted and like crispy on the top, and then you got sesame seeds. The meat is just overflowing in this thing. Oh. It is so messy in an amazing way. Look at the cheese. The queso's just dripping. First thing I notice, honestly, is the flavor of that meat. It's nice and tender. And there is a bit of a kick as well from the queso. I imagine it's a bit spicy. What a perfect balance of the sandwich. Like Anna said, I didn't even know she was going to say that. She mentioned Brazil. Last time we had this was there, and it was amazing. This easily gives it a run for its money. Sorry, all you Brazilians watching, because I know it is like your national sandwich, but this is amazing. Well done to the chef here, I have to say.
All right, I can't believe I just had to sit here and film Trevor eating this, and I'm so excited to try it. It looks beautiful. It's also one of those ones where I feel like my mouth is not big enough to eat it, but I'm gonna do it.
Now I know you're gonna like this. The chef just said that it's kind of like a play on an Arby's melt. If anyone remembers that or had an Arby's growing up, or they're still around, I guess.
Not many around here. Ooh,
No.
it's messy.
It's a messy one.
Oh, that's good.
Look how gooey that is. Look at all the meat.
This is so delicious. Obviously, if you like bologna, which is basically what mortadella is, you're gonna love this. It's piled in here. It's delicious. But really, the queso and that special spicy sauce was delicious. Oh, this is so good.
Well, how are you feeling after all that?
Pretty good. Not too full since we only did, I guess, one full sandwich each today.
Man, these sandwiches, you guys, if you get the chance to come to Halifax, if you're not from here, make sure to try all of these spots. It's honestly
And
worth
if you're
it.
from here, go try them if you already haven't.
Yeah, and there's another big thing. If you're from here, I'm sure lots of you are watching going, you didn't go here, you didn't go there, you didn't go here. Let us know down below in the comments, down in that section, where your favorite places to get a sandwich, to eat in Halifax, so that others watching this video can kind of look it up, because we didn't hit every spot.
All right, so favorite?
I don't know how you pick a favorite, honestly. There's like so many, each one had a different unique thing.
Yeah, they were all really unique. It had some similarities, but some really unique things as well.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit unfair, but I love the one we just had. It's so
Right,
good.
but we just filmed that part,
Yeah.
so. Anyway, it was delicious. If you liked the video, make sure to click the thumbs up button, leave us that comment, hit subscribe, click on the bell to follow along on our adventures. We're exploring Halifax, we're eating away around this amazing city, and so far it's been a lot of fun.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax, Nova Scotia, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.
Oh,